Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another edition of A Brew for Two podcast. I'm your host, Brad, along with my co-host, Derek.
Hello.
We're here on episode number 23, and we have some things to talk about this week.
We do.
But as we start off the show, we start off the show in digging into our lives of the current week.
Yeah, it's been a week, that's for sure.
Well, my week has been mostly rewatching How I Met Your Mother.
Dude, I'm the same way. After last week, after we were watching it, I just kept watching it. I'm about halfway through season 7 right now.
Yeah, I'm not even on season 7 yet.
Yeah.
I just started season 5.
Well, I ended up skipping all of season 4. Like not all, like a few episodes from season 4 I watched, but I kind of just went through it.
As much as like the classic as much as like there's been so many classic How I Met Your Mother episodes in season 4, not my favorite season.
No, that's why I pretty much.
I'm not a big fan of that season. But there's the Best Burger in New York episode. Yeah. There's the Naked Man. There's
a few good episodes in that, but I for the most part, after watching that show so many times, I know exactly what happens in that season. So it's kind of, I kind of know what I don't want to watch and what I do want to watch, but especially when it comes to him, yeah.
Like, and then what else? Well, March break is here for me.
Yeah, in Canada and States, I think.
Yeah, and and I'm getting 3 weeks off.
Yeah. And as most people know, who are listening to this podcast, the coronavirus is a big thing right now.
Yeah.
And in Canada and America, it's basically shut down pretty well everything.
Yeah.
For the most part. There's no NHL, there's no NBA, there's
no sports.
No sports, there's no schools, there's no, and that goes from elementary to high school to college and universities.
Do you think they're going to shut down the Olympics?
It's supposed to happen in China, is it not?
Japan.
Yeah. 100% they're going to. If they're shutting down all these sports events now, and these are much smaller sports events than the Olympics, there's no way they're not going to shut that down.
Yeah, and music festivals are also shut down now.
Maybe by the time that rolls around, hopefully there will be some sort of cure for this, so I'll know what the hell it is. But as of right now, obviously, there's no news on that front. So
no, nothing yet. But and then the teacher strike from my board.
Yeah.
They've come to a settlement.
That's good, at least.
So there will be no strike action anymore for the Catholic board.
Well, it's good. Because, even then, they would have had 3 weeks where they could have been at the table for it without affecting school and everything.
Mm-hmm. But I found out that I'm going to get paid for the 2 weeks that I'm not working.
That's good. Because most places wouldn't pay you.
I was worried about it because, I was talking to a couple of staff today.
Yeah.
Being like, I don't know what's going to happen because I'm not contract. I'm not contract. I'm supply.
Yeah, but you still work for the school board.
Yes,
right?
I still work for them.
Yeah. But
because I'm a supply on a long term, it might work differently for me.
Well, the thing is, you're employed. Yes, you're only under contract, but because this is something that is unavoidable, and they're shutting down the schools, so you obviously can't go to work.
And this is what everybody was saying to me, but
they have to pay you. But then again, you're in a lucky boat where you're actually getting paid. My mom, when I was talking to her earlier, because even though they're shutting down, I'm not gonna say where she works, but they're shutting down, she's not getting paid.
Yeah,
she has to go to unemployment for 3 weeks.
See, and that's what I think. That's what I thought was gonna happen to me, because the timing of it, where a lot of casuals are gonna go on EI.
Yeah.
Anyway, during this week.
Yeah.
Because of the timing, I thought they were just going to be like, okay, all you casuals and people on long terms just go on EI while the contracted permanent contracts, full-time workers, they will get paid. But
well, it's lucky that they're not doing that because at least you're going to get paid for that 2 weeks.
I know.
It's at least lucky. Yeah. I have a feeling if Big Red shut down, I'd probably be on unemployment more than likely. Mm-hmm. Which wouldn't be the end of the world, but also I don't want to do that again.
Yeah. And then The Flash and DC's Legends of Tomorrow came back.
Oh, okay.
Because last week they didn't air. The CW pulled the episodes because they were doing a political thing on TV.
Oh.
So I was so looking forward to watching DC's Legends of Tomorrow last Tuesday. I was so looking forward to watching it on CTV Sci-Fi.
Yeah.
So looking forward to it. And it's another Star Trek episode. I'm like, what the fuck?
Why did they pull the episode?
because there was a thing called Super Tuesday, which was a political thing, I guess.
That seems ridiculous.
I don't know.
I didn't realize the CW was such a political channel that they're gonna like not run a TV show.
CW is a branch of Fox, right?
Oh, yeah, okay. But isn't that Disney?
No, Fox is not Disney. Well, I guess Fox is.
I was gonna say Fox is Disney.
I guess Fox is Disney. But
Everything just goes back to Disney, man.
But it's like a Fox TV. It's a branch, I think, of Fox.
Okay.
Or CW. Yeah, CW is a branch of Fox. So, and because of that, yeah, they pulled the episodes to get to get political.
Yeah.
So I was really looking forward to the episode, and I'm just like,
and then
I was like, it was another episode of Star Trek Next Generation, which I'm not a big fan of.
No, Next Generation sucks, dude.
Yeah. So
Discovery is where it's at right now.
So they finally caught us up on the episodes that were supposed to air last week. They finally showed them.
Okay.
And this episode of DC's Legends of Tomorrow, spoiler alert, it was Brandon Routh's swan song episode.
Oh.
He's no longer going to be on Legends of Tomorrow.
Who's Brandon Routh?
Brandon Routh is the guy who plays Adam. You know that guy that shrinks?
Oh, yeah, that dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
yeah.
That because he's no longer, he said goodbye to the show, and everybody knew, like, everybody that goes online knew
that he was leaving.
The show, because I don't know why he was leaving, but I guess his
contract might have
I think
been up for renewal or something, or
yeah, and
maybe he doesn't want to do anymore. But at the end, again, I mean, you wouldn't know if you didn't want to do anymore, because.
But also, like, in the crossover event this year, they introduced a new character who basically is the next Adam, but they haven't.
Oh, so he's basically passing the torch.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, like, they introduced this character. I forget his name, but I looked him up. I'm like, who is this character in the DC world? He's the second Adam after Ray Palmer. There was another guy that kind of passed the torch. So, and then the Flash episode. There was a new episode of the Flash that I watched, and Riverdale kind of got back on the tracks of what has been a season of
shit.
Yeah, it's been a pretty shit season.
It's been pretty shit since season 3.
Yeah.
Season 1 was good. Season 2 was.
See, I think season 1 was good. Season 2 I found crap.
Yeah.
Season 3 I found better, and then season 4
I haven't watched since the end of season 2. I still haven't watched season 3 yet.
Mm-hmm.
Just because season 2 put such a bad taste in my mouth. I'm like, I just don't. I don't know. I also don't my biggest gripe with that show. It will always be my biggest gripe with that show is why did they have to change up who's with who? Doesn't really make much sense.
What do you mean?
Jughead and everything.
Yeah, I get it.
Jughead and wow.
Betty.
Yeah, and Betty.
Well,
why do they I don't really I didn't see feel like there was really a need to change that up. You know what I mean?
But with the Archie comics, it was always Betty or Veronica. Who gets Archie?
Yeah, but it was mostly Betty. That was Betty. He wanted Betty, but in the show he wants Veronica, and it's well.
I still they have so much sex on that show, and I'm just
it's basically a softcore porno. It's not even it's supposed to be. Is it supposed to be a kid show or whatever?
Yes.
It's
a teenager show, but kids watch it.
Yeah, but it's still it would still be 18A or something like that.
Yeah.
Because it's still it's basically a softcore porno.
You know what should be 18 plus?
What?
And this is an app that I'm on but don't use.
What?
TikTok.
Yes, it should be.
It should be, because the amount of content of girls in skimpy bikinis with their boobs out.
Yeah, and then you go to their profile and they're 17 years old and you're like, oh god, I can't Purell my eyes.
The amount of underage girls talking about sucking dick on TikTok. And the amount of...
It's an issue. It is a serious fucking issue. I like TikTok, and I do have fun with it. And there is a lot of really funny shit on it.
There's a lot of really hot girls on it who are over the age of 19.
Yes. And there's one guy I follow on it. He sounds like Shorzy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you follow him too, right?
Yeah, I follow the same guy.
So, but my biggest thing,
Give your dick a tug, you tit fucker.
And he sounds exactly like Shorzy. So I'm kind of curious, is he friends with
Maybe.
With the is it
Jared
Jared?
Kiesel?
Yeah, Jared Kelso. Like,
Yeah, maybe.
you know,
Maybe.
I'm curious, like, cause just like it just sounded like
First-
literally perfect. Unless he's just that good at that impression, like, but unless maybe he's Shorzy.
No, he's not, because I know who Shorzy is.
Yeah,
It's just
everyone
Jared
knows
in a wig.
Yeah, it's literally just Jared.
I also came across this other TikTok video, which it was just a recycled Vine video, and it's like,
Yeah.
what's more terrible than a rapist? A child. Do you remember that video?
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that wasn't a Vine. That was just a YouTube video.
Oh, was it just a YouTube
It was a
video?
meme YouTube video. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a Vine, because
No.
that's where I first saw it, from Vine.
No, I don't think it was. There's a lot of like old Viners on TikTok.
And they're recycling their old Vine stuff.
Oh yeah, like Charlie Classic is like literal prime example for it. He'll literally just post like his old Vines all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, man, come with something new.
Also, I followed cute dogs on TikTok too.
Of course you did.
They're dogs.
But they're cute dogs.
They're cute dogs. Like, yeah. What about your week? How's your week been? Meh.
Just nerd stuff. Just
Nerd stuff. Playing well.
yeah, playing well, going to work. Oh god, burping. I ended up having the day off on Wednesday, so I ended up playing because getting nerd for a second here, but there's different classes in the game that play healers. Like you can have like a priest, a druid, shaman, paladin. So like those classes can heal, like be the healers. So I started leveling a new disc priest, and I got invited to a guild with some people, and I'm like, yeah, sure, fuck it, I'll just join a guild. But now I'm like part of the Discord. I'm like talking to people in it. I brought my main over to it, so now I'm like raiding with them on weekends, and I'm like, what the fuck happened? And mostly it's because people in my Discord, like the Discord I'm usually in daily, just have stopped going in it, and no one's ever sitting in there anymore, so I don't really talk to them much anymore, which is kind of like disappointing because I've been talking to these people for like 5 years. So I kind of just like walked away from them a bit. Like, which is unfortunate, but it's kind of just the way it goes, especially with video gamers. But then I found out these people raid on like Friday and Saturday nights at like 10:30 at night, and I'm like, no, I don't think I'll be doing that. I'll be in part of the guild and I'll run some dungeons with you people, but that's about it. But no, other than that, like I just been playing WoW. Did I play anything else this week? I don't think I did. I think I've just been playing WoW and just watching How I Met Your Mother on my second monitor on my computer. That's about it.
You know what? Totally. There was a joke in an early episode of How I Met Your Mother, and it totally buyed me. They made a Leroy Jenkins joke in How I Met Your Mother, and it at the time when I like the amount of times I rewatched that show, I've never picked it up.
You might not know about the joke then.
No, I've known about the joke for a while. It's just
you ever seen the video?
Yes, I've seen the video multiple times.
Right.
I know the joke, but I just never picked it up from How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah, it's like
until the episode where it's like Barney Stinson. It's like Barney Stinson. And he punches the hole in the wall.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
but yeah,
yeah.
Some of the things like you don't some of the things like the amount of times you always find something new when you're either rereading a book, rewatching a TV series, or rewatching a movie.
Yeah, I actually started rereading Game of Thrones this week. That's one thing I just started doing.
Nice.
Yeah, because I just gotten so bored with gaming lately. Like even though I do it every single day, but I've just gotten so bored with it, and I'm just like, I need something else to do. And I'm like, well, I have the Game of Thrones books. Maybe I could start reading those again. So I started doing that. So that's been part of the week too. But yeah. No, How I Met Your Mother. Yeah, no. I as many times as I've watched that show, it still makes me laugh and cry.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like the episode that makes me cry the most, which you probably know exactly which one it is one. Yeah. Yeah. I don't actually like bawl, but I'm definitely like tearing up. I'm just like,
like that's number 5 on my top 25 favorite TV shows of all time.
It that show evokes emotion. In a show that's kind of supposed to be serious, but also kind of a dramedy. Like, it's very, very, very well written show. I do love it.
Yeah, I do love it too. It's funny, that show was kind of an end of Big Bang Theory was kind of an end of the era for that kind of sitcom.
It was. A Big Bang Theory very much so fell off the wagon very early in, I think. It had it does that. I will give it that show definitely does have its moments, but it is not a show that I can pick a season, pick an episode, and start watching. It's not a show you can do that with. At least for me personally, it's not a show I can do that with. How I Met Your Mother is that show.
Oh, by the way,
What?
I don't know if you got my screenshot that I sent in the group chat. Westworld premieres this Sunday.
Yeah, I know. I've seen. I still have to finish watching the newest season. Newest season.
It's not season 1 was amazing.
Yeah.
It's like oh, you go into this virtual reality world where you can be a cowboy basically.
Yeah.
And then it's like a tourist. It's a tourist attraction.
It was season 2 when the maker stuff, or was that the first season?
That's the first season.
Okay, so yeah, I've watched the first season. I think I've watched part of the second season, but I haven't gotten all the way through it yet.
Season 2 is about the AI is trying to take over the world.
Okay, I definitely haven't watched that yet.
Basically, they're trying to get out of the game because the AIs are realizing we're in a fucking game. This is
when they see their own dead bodies and they're like, wait a second, this isn't right. It's like, yeah, no, it's not.
But Westworld season 3 premieres this Sunday on HBO. I'm gonna be watching.
I probably will watch it honestly, just because now I do have HBO, so I can actually watch the premieres of shit.
Yeah,
I don't have to wait until I can watch it online or something like that.
And then there's there's a bunch of stuff that premiered on Crave. I got the email, but nothing excites me more than Westworld.
There's been much I've been loving having Crave and HBO and everything, but Crave itself, there just hasn't been much on.
No, Crave.
I've been watching a lot more stuff on Stars and HBO than Crave.
Yeah, HBO. Basically, it's my HBO thing, and I don't care. And I pay $22 a month because I have those packages.
The same, yeah.
And I don't yeah, sure. I have HBO. That's great and all.
I'm really at the point where I want to get rid of Netflix because I just don't go on it anymore. You know what I watch Netflix for? Late at night when I'm about to go to bed, and I'll be like, I'll put World War II in color on, and that is all I'll watch.
I watch Netflix for Flash and Riverdale.
Yeah.
And
eventually those are CW properties, so eventually they'll just be off of there. They'll eventually move over to Crave.
Yeah.
So. Because that's the thing. Once those kind of things are off there, Netflix has been very lackluster in their TV shows and movies and everything.
It used to be back when they first started. It used to be more quality than quantity.
Well, but also because they were the only one around.
Yeah.
When Netflix was doing their online thing, they were the first one to do that.
Yeah, and now there's Amazon Prime, Apple TV,
Prime. Even HBO.
Crave, Hulu,
HBO also has their own thing.
Disney Plus.
There's just so many things now, but
yeah, there's so many things.
I just really wish they would just conglomerate into one entity. Just for the streaming services, they just have everything on one thing. In
the future, you're probably just gonna get a package. Here's a package of all the streaming services for your TVs.
Yeah, no, I hope that's what it is. But it's literally gonna go back to what TV is, and it's just going to literally gouge us for our money.
Yeah,
because they have TV in the house right now, and I seen the bill, and it's stupidly fucking high for what they're doing.
I know.
I'm just why?
I had to call Kojiko the other day because my Wi-Fi was just
shit.
My Wi-Fi wasn't working on my phone, and I didn't know why. It was working on everything else, but not my phone. And I'm like, what is going on? And and I couldn't figure it out. And I tried resetting it, and still wasn't working. So I'm like, I'm calling Kojiko. So I called Kojiko. They told me, I just asked them, do you have any outages in the area? Because my Wi-Fi is being really buggy right now.
Did you reset your phone?
I reset my phone too. I tried everything. And
weird.
So, and then the guy on the phone was like, try resetting it again. He's like, how long did you press the reset button for? I'm like, 5 seconds. Okay, try again for 30 seconds.
It literally makes no fucking difference.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah.
You can unplug and plug it back in. It makes no fucking difference.
That's what I was doing. I'm like, unplug, wait a couple seconds.
Yeah, plug it in. That's all you have to do. You don't have to wait 30 fucking seconds. It makes zero goddamn difference.
And I was thinking maybe Jack got a thing that helps the Wi-Fi.
Oh, did he?
For his end.
Oh.
The Wi-Fi is great for my end. I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't know. I never have had any issues here. Like
Exactly. Like, there hasn't been any issues here, so I have no idea what he's talking about, but I know he streams games and all that.
well, he shouldn't be fucking playing on Wi-Fi anyways. His computer's right up there. Just fucking. Wait, the modem's down here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a laundry room there.
Oh. Well, you have a cord. You have a wire that runs up to the TV upstairs, right?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Okay, so if Jack has any more issues, literally tell him this: go to fucking Factory Direct, buy a 50-foot Ethernet cable, run it through the hole that's already there up to his computer. Like if he has any more issues with it, because like that's.
But he bought.
You're on Wi-Fi. Like
he bought a Wi-Fi splitter.
Yeah.
So it helps. He said it helps. So I thought that was plugged in and that was screwing up the Wi-Fi, but it wasn't. So I'm just like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh, he dumb. Because he plays his games there.
Yeah.
So like, he literally should have just went to like Factory Direct, got a 50-foot Ethernet cable, and just plugged it into their modem directly.
He plays the only time. So when he's playing his like Steam games,
yeah,
like when he's on Steam or whatever he does, I don't know what he does. You know more.
He's playing games.
When he's playing those games, he's on
his laptop.
He's on his laptop, but when he plays like Super Smash Brothers, he's on his Nintendo
That's
Switch.
why I just don't know why he doesn't like get a long ass Ethernet cable, run it from the modem up to that room, and then you're done. It's good to go because the hole's already there because the cable's there. So might as well utilize it. I would.
I mean, why not?
It's already there.
Yeah.
I mean, if I lived here, like it was just like me and you here, like parents never moving back, like I would literally make that little part 2 an office. Okay, green screen up there, fuck, it'd be great.
Actually, like if you were to move in here and we were to like. And you were to make something like that, and we could have a prime spot to do podcasting.
Yeah, if I were to move in here.
If you were.
But that means you have to move upstairs.
Yeah,
so.
but like that's not happening because all my stuff is down here. Like.
Oh well, yeah, no, it would just be weird.
Yeah,
I think at
like
this point.
It would be
like,
weird. Plus,
if your parents were never moving back in, they were just going to sell the house in like 5-10 years. Like, I would really consider it because why the hell not?
Yeah.
Like,
actually, my dad applied for a job in Brampton. But they didn't call him back. So, and I mean, Brampton is only an hour away.
Oh yeah, you would have driven that every day. Might as well.
Well, my dad's fussy. My dad's really fussy. Like, I get not driving to Toronto.
I don't.
Because he was like, he had a job opportunity in Toronto. Like, he said,
it would have been where in Toronto?
Yeah, like
if it's on the other side of Toronto, I can understand that one. If it's like Mississauga area, Etobicoke area. Oakville area, like I mean, it's an hour and a bit drive.
Oakville's not part of the GTA.
Well, it's close enough.
It's part of the Halton region.
It's close enough. It's right beside it.
Yeah, but it's
might as well be
Oakville. Basically, all those rich snobby areas are not.
Well, Mississauga is part of GTA. Yes, it is.
Is it?
Yes. Mississauga is part of the GTA.
Because they were.
The Gardner goes into Mississauga.
Okay.
Yeah. It starts in Mississauga.
Okay.
So,
but I know Oakville and Burlington are not part of the GTA.
No, those two are not. No, and neither is
Hamilton, Burlington, Oakville.
Yeah.
They're.
But anyways, regardless, if you was gonna get a job there, like you might as well just drive to that, like because it's only an hour and a bit away. Like you might as well drive.
Brampton's only an hour. I had a Stag and Doe that I went to like years.
No, that was Brantford.
Is that Brantford?
That was Brantford.
But, yeah,
that was Halloween, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Brantford.
Okay.
That was the other way out to 403.
Okay. Even still.
Oh, even Brantford, you're only an hour and 15 minutes out. Hour and 20 minutes out. Like it's not like the cost of buying a house as opposed to just driving there. Yeah, it's gonna suck, but you might as well just do it. Like
exactly. Exactly. Shall we dive into some news?
Yeah, it's only been 24 minutes.
Okay. So, the first bit of news. So, as we've talked about before on the podcast, Christian Bale is now in the Thor movie. Yes. Yes, I want a beer. So as we talked previously on the podcast, no, I'm not. You
have like a few left in the fridge.
I should still have some in the case. Fuck.
What the whole case in there?
Oh.
So I always ask you, hey, you gonna use some beer? And you're like, no. Like,
well, I bought like 24 for Bill's party.
Yeah, and you basically drank an entire case.
No,
when you were there.
No, I never drank the entire case. I drank like 9 out of 12. No.
You want to do the math on that one?
No, I drank like 5 out of 12.
Yes,
And then when
you put him back in the case with my single one that I had left.
Yeah.
You brought both cases back. You drank that other case because it's empty over the last like 2 weeks. Because that was like 3 weeks ago.
So I guess I needed more beer.
Yeah, more beer.
So back to my earlier point, we've in the past podcast we've talked about Christian Bale being cast in the Thor movie. Well, now, pardon me, in a recent. So Tessa Thompson, one of the crew on the Thor movie.
Yeah,
I think she's the director or the producer or something. No, director or writer.
Well, she's something. She's because, like you said, she's seen the script for it.
Yeah. So Tessa Thompson revealed in a press release that Christian Bale is going to be the villain of this Thor movie. So Tessa revealed that she had read the script for the upcoming installment of the MCU and has learned that her fan favorite character Valkyrie. Oh, so she plays Valkyrie. That's it. That's why the name. And the titular God of Thunder will have to face off against Bale's still unknown character, with some speculating he could be portraying Balder the Brave. Taika Waititi is back directing. By him and Jennifer Caton Robinson, which will be the follow-up to Waititi's widely successful Thor Ragnarok. Natalie Portman is going to be returning as Jane Foster and will wield the mighty Mjolnir. Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson will also return as Thor and Valkyrie, respectively. The female Thor storyline is based on Jason Aaron's run on the mighty Thor, in which cancer-stricken Jane Foster takes up the mantle and powers of Thor.
So they're basically retconning the entire fucking Endgame? Because Chris Evans, Captain America, was the wielder of Thor.
Captain America is dead.
Yeah, okay. So they're just reintroducing her then? Like, oh, here's Jane Foster, by the way. She's back. She hasn't been here in a while, but she's back.
Well, you never knew what happened to Jane Foster because after
Dark World. That's the last time we saw her was Dark World.
Yeah, but also Natalie Portman might have been off doing everything, other things, and also in Endgame.
Oh, well, it was brought up that she was like just doing research and stuff like that. Like, we know that, but
also in Endgame, like Big Lebowski Thor was like oh, that's Jane Foster. Yeah, an old flame of mine. So meaning they broke up.
Oh yeah, well that was kind of implied after.
So
we all know
So maybe that was the reason why she wasn't referenced in any of in Thor Ragnarok or. Plus, she might have been out doing it. She kind of fell off. Natalie Portman kind of fell off the map after Dark World.
Did she really? I didn't really notice actually. Now that I think about it.
Well, like you didn't. I didn't really notice either until her name got brought up for Thor: Love and Thunder.
I never knew she was coming back. Like I didn't think she was really. I figured she was just done after Dark World. Like I didn't think she was going to be coming back as Jane Foster. And now is she basically supposed to? Because Thor's still in it.
Yeah.
So
but Thor's also with the Guardians. Also,
yeah.
Another thing, the Guardians of the Galaxy are going to be in Thor: Love and Thunder.
Well, they have to be, yeah.
Well, because Vin Diesel, the guy who voices Groot, let it slip in a press release that he's just like, this
is why you just don't talk to people, because you let shit slip that you probably shouldn't. I'm happy for it.
Well, Kevin Feige's probably shitting his pants right now, being shut the fuck up.
It's literally Tom Holland on every fucking interview. Like anytime you've ever seen him in an interview, like if he's with another one of the Avengers or something like that, and he starts to say something, they're like, no, stop.
But so Balder the Brave's character is one of the Norse gods of Asgard. Balder is the half brother of the thunder god Thor, so another half brother. So
well, Loki's not technically a brother at all, but
yeah, he's adopted.
Yeah. He's adopted.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to TikTok for a second.
Oh god.
I was watching this dog video and it's like, hey, guess what? you're adopted. And the dog's just like, he's happy, and then he's like,
Like,
but anyway.
I know.
But like Baldur has aided Thor and many foes such as Skag, the storm giant, and the fire demons. Sutter. When he warned Thor, so he basically is a Thor's half brother. I don't know how they're gonna
I don't know. It's Taika Waititi directing again, so I only have high standards.
It's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah. After Ragnarok, like, that movie was fantastic and funny and had a lot of good laughs in it, and it was exactly what the MCU needed at that point.
Did you know that line, he's a friend from work, was a kid? That was a line written by a kid.
Really?
Yeah.
What kid?
I don't know. Some
just
kid
some random kid or whatever?
I think it was like a Make-A-Wish kid.
Oh, okay.
So he's like...
He's a friend from work. That's a good line, though. Like, fuck.
Yeah. And it's a line that I can see Thor saying, but yeah, the Guardians are going to be in this one too. So I don't know if they're just going to be like, hey, we're just dropping Thor off. He was on our ship for a while, but you will know more in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Maybe they're helping him fight Baldur?
Maybe. But I doubt
I'm still trying to figure, like, because I mean, we haven't really gotten anything yet after Endgame, right? So besides Homecoming, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still kind of curious what everyone else has been doing in the universe since Endgame.
Well, we'll find out.
It's gonna be kind of curious.
We'll find out.
When will we find out? Yeah,
we'll find out when
Not for a
Marvel's
while.
Eternals comes out, because Black Widow is a...
Yeah, but that's not for a while.
Black Widow is not coming out till April, maybe.
And even right now, we're probably not going to be going to see it because they're probably going to be shut down. Like, I don't think we're going to the movie theater at this point. As of right now, I don't think we're going.
No.
So hopefully something changes within the next
because like
month,
there's a lot of movies that got pushed back.
Yeah.
Fast and Furious 9 that was supposed to be,
James Bond got pushed back to
James Bond is
August
coming
now.
out until November.
Oh, November, yeah.
And
which is good because that's traditionally when James Bond comes out.
Yeah.
That's
and
not horrible.
Also Fast and Furious 9 comes out 2021.
Yeah. Oh, James Bond was supposed to come out in September, wasn't it? Of last year.
No, James Bond was supposed to come out in 3 weeks.
I thought it was supposed to come out in September last year and got delayed until 3 weeks, and it got delayed again now until November.
Maybe that was
I think that's what happened.
Maybe that was it. But
yeah.
But I hope we get in to see Black Widow.
I hope we do. I hope, honestly, this coronavirus thing just, doesn't completely cripple the world economy and I can go see a movie.
Because here's the... So I saw a glimpse of Taskmaster.
Yeah.
The villain of Black Widow movie.
Yeah.
And basically he knows every fighting style of all the Avengers. He knows all their fighting styles.
Okay.
So he's just basically like... He's basically like hard to beat.
Okay.
They're calling Taskmaster Marvel's not greatest villain.
Well, it's definitely not, but
not greatest villain, but villain like that, the most difficult challenge of the event. Well,
I don't know about that one because they literally had to go back in time for Thanos.
Yeah.
So fighting some dude, I don't know about that one.
But this is also pre-Thanos, right? Because Black Widow died in Endgame.
Yeah.
So.
But definitely not. He's definitely would not be the most difficult villain the Avengers or any of the Avengers have ever faced. Because, I mean, Thanos.
Mm-hmm.
Like they literally had to build a time machine to defeat him.
Mm-hmm.
Like if they wouldn't build the time machine, well, nothing would happen.
At first, when I found out about a Black Widow movie coming out, I wasn't like.
I was kind of jazzed for it because I do enjoy that like assassin dark side like kind of thing.
Yeah, I do too. But like I wasn't.
But how much backstory do you really need on Black Widow?
Exactly.
Because she's an assassin. Too. That's what we know. She worked for the KGB. Like we know that.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. And then the trailer released, and I'm like, okay, you have my money.
Yeah. I was actually watching like a clip from Joe Rogan. He had Robert Downey Jr. on. Yeah. I asked him if he would ever play Tony Stark again. Nope. He'll never play him again.
Well, he he actually went to Marvel and was like, "Hey, so can I play Tony Stark again?"
It would have to be like some sort of like back in time,
Yeah,
Back to the Future kind of thing.
just only he only did that though because timing. He had Doctor Dolittle movie came out,
Yeah, it did.
and it did awful.
Oh yeah,
It bombed.
I'm sorry, but you cannot replace Eddie Murphy as Doctor Dolittle.
But Eddie Murphy wasn't the first person to play Doctor Dolittle.
I know, but he's the best.
Yeah, I guess.
His movies are why I know who Doctor Dolittle is.
Yeah,
Like, I wouldn't know who Doctor Dolittle is unless Eddie Murphy played Doctor Dolittle.
yeah, but he apparently went to Marvel and was like, "Hey, can I get my job back as Tony Stark?"
It's like, well, we kind of just killed you. Well, we have time travel now, so
But is people
in
really
alternate
dead
universes.
in comic book universes?
No, they're never actually
Like,
dead.
how many times has Superman died? How many times is like,
They're never actually dead, and because of the way the new Doctor Strange movie is going to set things up,
yeah,
Tony's not dead.
yeah.
Tony will never be dead.
I mean, like there was a College Humor video about it. It was like a funeral. A bunch of DC superheroes were at a funeral.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, okay, how many times, like, I'm tired of doing these. Because they always end up coming back.
Yeah.
Like, Green Arrow just came back. It's like, so.
Well, you know, like, he's, because, like I said, because of the way they're going to set up the Doctor Strange movie, and because of the fact that now we have fucking time travel, he's not dead. Will they? I don't know if they'll fully bring him back into another movie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, because realistically, that Tony, whatever Tony that is, will be either have the experience of fighting Thanos and winning, like the first time, or he might have the experience of fighting Thanos and also losing, or never fighting Thanos in the first place, or he might just be a completely different person and never have actually. You know, maybe something happened in his father's past where Tony never ended up following his footsteps. So, who knows?
Yeah.
Infinite timelines, infinite realms, you know. Who knows?
We're going to jump into another universe, another movie that might turn into a universe, or it might bomb. Vin Diesel has a movie called Bloodshot that came out, I think, this week.
I don't even know anything about this movie because this is the first time I'm hearing about it. Like I haven't heard shit about this movie until just this second.
Okay. Well, Bloodshot is an upcoming superhero action movie starring Vin Diesel. I think it came out this week. And it could very well be the beginning of the VCU or the Valiant comic universe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who the hell is Bloodshot? You gonna tell me? Yeah, you're gonna tell me.
Well, Bloodshot is a former soldier with powers of regeneration and metamorphing. He's basically a super soldier. Possible through nanites. There you go. I did it. Injected into his blood. Hence the name Bloodshot.
Oh, okay.
After having his memory wiped numerous times, Bloodshot is out to discover who he really is and gets vengeance on those who did this to him. Bloodshot's bloodstream contains 1 billion nanobots, enabling him to heal injuries quickly, interface with technology, and shape-shift his mass.
So, barring the shape-shifting and interfacing with technology, he's basically Deadpool.
Basically, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
is this a DC then?
No, it's its own thing.
Oh.
So, Marvel, DC, Valiant.
I didn't even... What the hell is Valiant? Is there more superheroes in that universe, or...
Pardon?
Is there more superheroes in the universe, or is this just a like one-off kind of thing?
No, Valiant Comics, like.
Oh, it's okay. So it's a comic based about a group of teenage superpowered outcasts known as the Harbingers from Sony last year. Could be a sign of bad things to come. What? Okay, you gotta work on your punctuation when you're writing things.
Diesel suggested that there are plenty of movies in the works featuring characters from all across vast Valiant universe.
Never heard of Valiant.
The next universe, but
never heard of Valiant. That's the problem. I think I don't think a lot of people have.
I don't think a lot of people have.
It must be new.
Yeah.
Or is it not? Or is it like not quite an old franchise?
I don't know. I'm not entirely sure how old it is.
Okay.
Um, been a, it's been around probably for a while now. I'm assuming.
Well, basically, if you're a fan of Valiant Comics, you're going to enjoy this.
Been around since 1988.
Okay, been around a long time then. Okay, but if you're a fan of Valiant Comics, then you're probably going to enjoy this. Me being someone who has never heard of it, I kind of
want to see it, but at the same time,
I'm
not a big Van Diesel fan.
I haven't been a big Van Diesel fan since like Fast and Furious, like 3, like or 4. Sorry, because Tokyo Drift was technically 3.
I've never been a big Vin Diesel fan ever.
I wasn't a massive fan. I was obviously more of a fan of
like
my god,
there's a quote from him here. I think what this movie does is that it opens the door for all of them. I think you're going to see them all.
Okay.
I think if you're a fan of Valiant Comics, then you're going to be delighted to hear. And I think you're going to wait until the movie comes out, but they're going to start putting out into the press all Valiant comic books that are going into the cinematic universe. It's going to be very exciting.
Okay.
So, also, because of what's going on right now in the world, I think this movie's going to bomb.
Well, yeah, unfortunately right now, any movie they're really releasing, like, no one's going to go see. Like,
no.
Especially now that, America's in shutdown mode.
Yeah.
Most borders are closed. International flights are canceled.
Yeah.
Like, again, people are really, I would say, blowing this out of proportion. Like, you have to look at it as what they're basically just trying to do is stop the spread. That's all they're trying to do. Nothing really to panic about. It's just they're just trying to contain it so people can catch up and cure this thing.
Yes.
That's all. But
yeah, Bloodshot is out right now, and in a theater near you. So the big topic of tonight is the coronavirus.
Yeah.
And a lot of things have been canceled. One of the things that have been canceled is E3.
Yeah, which really sucks.
I know it's no
like
It's
not even just video game news. It's like also technology news and everything else. But it's mostly, well, no, it is mostly video game news. But we're not going to have any of the Bethesda, Sony, Xbox. We're not going to have any of their conferences to tell us what they're coming out with this year.
Yeah.
We also probably BlizzCon's probably going to be canceled in November.
Yeah.
So this thing is putting a funk in my day.
Yeah. Yeah.
God damn it.
I know. E3 2020 has officially been canceled by its organizers, the Entertainment Software Association. In the wake of the public health concerns surrounding the continued spread of coronavirus disease across the globe. In a statement announcing the news, the ESA called the ongoing dangers posed by the coronavirus as the overriding factor behind its decision to cancel this year's iteration of the annual gaming exhibition. After careful consultation with our members companies regarding the health and safety of everyone in our industry, our fans, our employers, our exhibitors, and our long E3 partners, we have made a difficult decision to cancel E3 2020, scheduled for June 9th to 11th in Los Angeles.
I'm obviously all for them canceling it because obviously this is a big gathering of people, and it's probably a good thing to cancel it.
This week it became a pandemic.
But it's also in June.
Yeah.
We're 3 months out from June.
Yeah.
You don't know what's going to be happening at that point. We could have a cure for it by then. We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We just don't know what's going to happen with it. So I think to cancel something like that at this point is probably not a good idea.
No.
I'm totally understanding for why they're doing it, but to cancel it 3 months in advance, you just don't know what's going to happen. Mm. Obviously, there's a lot of reaction right now to what's going on. So obviously, schools are closed and things are closed, and this is closed, and borders are closed right now. But 3 months from now, this could be another SARS thing where it just literally is a meme on the internet for an hour and then passes on.
No,
we just don't know.
No, and nobody has made. And Weird Al said he's not making a My Corona video.
Yes. I think I posted that in the group chat, didn't I?
Maybe you did, but
yeah, because I follow him on Twitter and he posted that, and I just laughed my ass off.
But I'm just kind of they're gonna any event that has a mass audience They're
It's getting canceled, yeah. Which is
like Comic-Con this year is probably getting canceled.
Yeah, Comic-Con's getting canceled.
When I say
SDCC is getting
Comic-Con,
canceled, yeah.
I mean San Diego Comic-Con, the big Comic-Con.
Well, they haven't put any news about it being canceled yet, so because I'm hopeful that they're just like, we don't know where it's going to be in this many months from now. Like current things that are happening right now, yes. Like happening in the next like 2-3 weeks, sure, cancel it. 3 months from now, you can't tell me you know what's going to happen. You don't know.
No, but
so why cancel the whole?
They're taking precautions.
I get that, but it's not like they're probably not going to give anybody their money back.
No,
like people will literally buy for E3. People buy the tickets the year before. The same with SDCC. Like people literally buy the tickets. Like usually probably the day or two after they get home from being at SDCC. Like so, it's to cancel it now. It's just yeah. I think it's just in bad taste a little bit. But
no, I know. Like E3 this year was going to have PS5 news.
Well, it's PS5 news. Going to have Xbox news. It's going to have a lot of news. And I'm kind of hoping maybe they'll just do like an online thing or something if that's the case.
Yeah, maybe they'll just do an online thing.
Like maybe just have like a kind of a sit down or whatever, announce stuff on like on Twitch or YouTube or whatever. But
yeah,
maybe they'll do that. I hope maybe they do something like that. But we won't know.
Really?
Who won't know until June, unfortunately.
We won't know. More movie news. Dracula, with the success of The Invisible Man.
There's been success?
What?
There's been success?
There's been success with that movie.
Oh, that's good.
And yeah.
I've heard nothing about it.
Basically a man who is psychotic dies, or so everybody thinks, but he's actually invisible and goes and tries to kill his wife.
Oh, nice.
For leaving him.
Oh, okay.
Basically.
Sounds like a fun time.
Yeah. So the Invisible Man is part of a branch that is part of the tree of the Universal Monsters. The Universal Monsters series, like the old school Monsters series.
Yeah.
And there's going to be the next after Invisible Man, the next movie they're thinking of making is Dracula. So Universal is moving forward with their planned reboots of the new movies starring the Universal Monsters, and Count Dracula is next. So the Invisible Man has pulled in big profits in addition to flattering reviews, earning nearly $100 million so far against its budget of a meager $7 million.
Ew.
So it's earned 100, but they only made that movie for 7.
It's not bad.
Yeah,
pretty good.
Not bad at all.
Made $93 million.
Yeah.
And most of it probably went to the main actor.
It's not surprising to see the studio reaching back into the well to bring new life to other classic monsters, and Dracula seems the most logical choice of where to go next. You know what I thought they were going next? I didn't think they were going to go Dracula so soon.
No, I don't know. Who's on the list for Universal Monsters?
There's Frankenstein.
Okay.
There's the Mummy.
Okay.
There's
obviously Dracula.
And
Invisible Man.
There's Dracula's Bride.
Okay.
I think Frankenstein's Bride's on there too.
Okay. Well,
and then there's that Dracula's creepy assistant guy.
Oh yeah, Igor.
No, that's Frankenstein's assistant. I forget
Dr.
his name.
Frankenstein is Frankenstein.
Dr. Frankenstein.
The monster is Frankenstein's monster.
Yes. Sorry, I'm getting them confused. Like, you just Ted Mosby'd me.
I did, and I knew it while I was saying. I'm like, I don't give a shit.
Oh my god, that's Frankenstein. No, that's Dr. Oh my god, Frankenstein. Actually, Dr. Frankenstein's not in this scene.
It's Frankenstein's monster. But I mean, I'm okay with them doing another Dracula movie. We haven't had one in a little while, I feel like.
No, we haven't had one since Dracula Untold.
Which was not good.
Which bombed.
And there was also I, Frankenstein, which also wasn't, well, it wasn't horrible, but it also really wasn't that good.
Mm-hmm.
We had The Mummy, which was also okay.
It was okay.
I enjoyed it.
What The Mummy's fault?
Oh, Dr. Jekyll and Hyde.
When did we have Dr. Jekyll? Oh yeah, Dr.
Jekyll. Literally in The Mummy, yeah.
Yeah, Universal Monster.
Yeah, I don't know if he's called that, but
see, the problem with the Mummy movie that came out, it was like, okay, the Universal was like, okay, we're doing a dark universe movie with all the Universal monsters, and we're gonna have this big
Yeah,
Avengers.
and they were trying to tie it together, like all in the one Mummy movie, but it's like
You got to make the movie first.
yeah.
And like the only reason why they did Avengers is because Sam Jackson was like, "Hey, I want to be in a comic book movie," and they're like, what can Sam Jackson do in a comic book movie?
Nick Fury.
Nick Fury.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
that whole Avengers Initiative scene at the end credits of the first Iron Man wasn't even supposed to be in the movie.
Yeah. I'm glad it was.
But yeah,
100%.
because that set up the 20 movies after that.
Well, that was Iron Man.
That was the first Iron Man.
No, that was 3.
No, that was the first Iron Man.
When Tony Stark goes into like the little place that Nick Fury's in, that was 3.
No,
because
that
was after he got
when
injected
Nick
with the
Fury
shit.
goes into when Nick Fury goes into Tony Stark's home and is like, Tony Stark, have you heard of the Avengers Initiative?
That was 2 then.
No, that wasn't 2.
not
That
number
was
1.
the end of 1.
It was not the end of 1. That was definitely number 2.
That was the end of 1.
Because he got introduced to Nick Fury in 2, because remember the scene where he's like up at the donut and Nick Fury's like, "What up, bitch?"
No, but that
and he
was
gets injected with the stuff, get him back to work.
No, he met him at the end credits, at the after scene credits of 1. He met Nick Fury, and then in 2, Tony Stark's like, "Oh, yeah, I'm not joining your Avengers team," basically, and he's like.
Yeah, but when it was in the end credits, maybe I thought that was 2 though.
No, that was 1. That was number 1, where Tony Stark comes to Nick.
When he's like, you couldn't afford me and everything,
have
right?
you heard of the Avengers Initiative? And then number 2 was Nick Fury trying to recruit him and being like, "You should really join the Avengers. Stop being an alcoholic. Join the Avengers. Stop being a party animal. Join the Avengers." Like. That was number.
I thought that was 1.
That was
I thought it was
2.
2. Sorry.
That was number 2. Number 1 that he did that.
Oh, number 2 was Italy.
Yes.
Okay. No, then the number 3 was when he was getting poisoned by the stuff, and he made the new element, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
No, that was number 1.
No, it was not.
Wait.
Number 1 is literally when he makes the first Iron Man suit in fucking Iraq in a cave.
Okay.
That was the first one. That's what I'm saying.
Number 3 is the Mandarin.
Number 2
is Whiplash.
Yeah, it's Whiplash. Number 3 is the Mandarin, and that is when he has the fucking no. Yeah, so no, it was at the end of 2 then.
No, it was the end of 1.
It was the end of 2.
It was the end of 1.
It was the end of 2.
It was the end of 1.
It was the end of 2.
We can prove this after.
Oh, we will. We will. And I will be right. No. It's at the end of 2. It's not the end of 1.
It's at the end of 1.
Nope.
It's at the end of 1.
Nope.
But like we were saying before we got off that tangent, so that was the Mummy reboot's problem. It was trying to be something before it was actually something.
Yeah, no, 100%. They tried to introduce way too much stuff in that movie, and they tried to set up a universe that just wasn't ready to be set up yet.
Here's a monster hunting team led by the monsters version of Nick Fury, aka Dr. Jekyll.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, we hunt monsters. We have the Mummy. Now
yeah, but then it's like, well, do you actually have the Mummy? Because I feel like the Mummy is.
And now let's hunt some more monsters. What's next? I don't know. But then that bombed,
Shut up! Shut up!
See, I told you I was right.
God damn it! I'm here to talk to you about the Avengers Initiative. Fuck off! God damn it! It wasn't even 1. I thought it was the end of 2.
But
anyways,
as we keep going, as first reported by the Hollywood Reporter, Karen Kusama will be directing this new Dracula movie with Jason Blum of Blumhouse producing.
Okay.
Kusama is no stranger to the horror genre. She has previously directed the Megan Fox monster movie, Jennifer's Body.
That was not a horror movie. That was a softcore porno.
Yeah, it was a soft.
With Megan Fox and
She eats like people.
Oh God, what the hell is her name? The really hot blonde girl.
I forget. But also,
you know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I also a weird connection with that movie. Mitchell Musso is in that movie. Remember that guy, that actor?
Oh, he was in Hannah Montana.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
The Blumhouse is well known for his involvement in low budget horror films, and that turns out to be a huge box office success. The Invisible Man and Halloween immediately come to mind.
I didn't know he did Halloween.
I didn't know that either.
Halloween's not that good. I wouldn't say that's a success. Like
Rob Zombie's Halloween. First one was a pretty good success, big success, because it was like, hey, we haven't seen Michael Myers kill people in a while.
Yeah, but we had Freddy vs. Jason.
No, Michael Myers wasn't in Freddy vs. Jason.
Okay. You know what Halloween is, right?
What do you think Halloween is?
Halloween is Jason.
No.
Yes, it is.
No, Jason is Friday the 13th. Halloween is Michael Myers.
Which is it's the same fucking thing. It's basically Jason. It might as well be Jason.
No, Michael Myers is killing people with a chainsaw. Jason kills people with a machete. Or is that Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
That's Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Okay, I'm getting them confused. So the Texas Chainsaw Massacre guy kills people with a chainsaw. Michael Myers doesn't kill people with a machete. Well, he kind of does.
He does. They're the same fucking person, basically. Like,
but he's not in. Freddy vs. Jason is Friday the 13th versus Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
Halloween has no part of that at all.
Yeah, but it's basically the same thing.
Yeah, I guess slow walking. Slow walking
dude is just gonna kill you.
Yep.
Oh, Halloween 3, Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers.
Well, those are the old movies. Those are the old movies.
And that's what I'm saying. It's the same fucking thing. Jason Voorhees and Michael Myers are basically the same person. They're just rebranded as something different. They're the same person, though.
But Michael Myers...
Dude that comes back on Halloween to kill people.
Jason is a slasher horror god that gets killed and brought back.
Yeah, so is Michael Myers.
Michael Myers is an insane asylum patient.
Who just can't die.
Who can't die. Who
kind of also maybe possibly wears the same mask. But also kind of doesn't. Wait a second. I am fucking up here. Jesus Christ. No, I'm completely wrong. Yeah, no, Jason Voorhees wears the hockey mask.
Yes.
Yeah, and he kills people with a machete. But then also, they also both kill people with machete, and they also both wear overalls. But then if you look at the cartoon for Jason Voorhees, he kind of wears like a shirt, like a jacket with a shirt and like pants. Yeah. And then his mother's like kind of like, Jason!
Well, actually, in the original Friday the 13th, Jason wasn't the killer. It was Jason's mother.
Yeah. Don't watch those movies.
Actually, you know what?
They're okay, but they're not...
I love watching old school classic slasher movies because I find them hilarious.
Oh yeah, no, they're fucking hilarious because they're so. They were like, it's so funny that like they're cult classics now. Yeah. Because they're so bad. Yeah. They're so shit. They're such badly made movies, but they're so bad they're good.
Yeah. Did you know Nightmare on Elm Street is Johnny Depp's like debut in acting?
He was in Nightmare on Elm Street?
He was in the first one as this sexy teenager who gets killed in a scene.
Oh.
He has this.
I actually had no idea he was actually in that movie.
Yeah, Johnny Depp was in that movie. He gets like, because he falls asleep, and as you know, Freddy kills people in their dreams.
Yeah.
And you just see him like spontaneously combust. Well, not burst into flames, but like.
No, his chest explodes in blood.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like sprints out like a fountain.
It's great. It's a good time. It's a fantastic time for all. Except for him, because he's dead.
Yes. Anyway, on the lighter side of things, Sonic the Hedgehog, our little blue pal that runs really fast.
It's about to break a record.
It breaks records. So this past week, the movie pulled in just over $10 million to finish in 4th place at the domestic box office. Well behind Onward and The Invisible Man, and slightly worse than Ben Affleck's Tame The Way Back. I didn't know Ben Affleck had a movie out, but he does.
I didn't know that he had. No idea.
But it turns out that $10 million is just good enough to place Sonic the Hedgehog on the precipice of the legendary box office record. So, as you know, video game movies don't tend to do well. But
they don't tend to do well.
But some do really well.
Yeah.
Especially if you... So, I have a top 10 list of the most successful video game movies. Number 1 is Pokemon Detective Pikachu. Not surprising. Pokemon, it's...
Yeah, made $144 million so far.
Yeah. Sonic the Hedgehog is number 2 on the list of the top 10.
$900,000 behind it. It's very, very close. It could beat it because it's still in theaters.
Yeah. 143.2 million.
Yeah.
Followed by Angelina Jolie's Lara Croft Tomb Raider.
Yeah, at 131 million.
Yep. Then the Angry Birds movie.
107 million.
Rampage with Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
101 million. I watched that the other day. It was not good.
You know what? I didn't think it was that good either because the Rampage video game was a game for it was an arcade game.
Oh yeah, it was an arcade game, and it was basically a ripoff of Kong.
Basically.
That's basically what it was.
Prince of Persia: Sands of Time with Jake Gyllenhaal.
$90 million, which I'm surprised actually because that was actually not that horrible of a movie, but it also wasn't good, obviously. But it wasn't like I thought it made more than 90 million, honestly.
Number 7, Pokemon the first movie, Mewtwo Strikes Back.
85 million.
Now,
have they adjusted for inflation on that one? Because I feel like it'll be more, honestly. Because if it's not adjusted for inflation, I feel like that movie would probably be well over 200 million.
Yeah, probably.
Just because I loved Detective Pikachu, but Pokemon the first movie was a literal just knock your socks off. You're watching this. You have to go to the theater to watch this. I went to the theater to watch that.
Oh,
I got an Entei freaking or not Entei. Entei's different. I'd gotten what the hell was it? Oh, they gave it away at the theater. It was a Pokeball with something in it. I can't remember what the hell it was.
So the 85 million is only domestic.
Oh.
Internationally, it made 77,900,000, and worldwide, $163,644,662.
Okay, so we're up a lot.
Yeah, but I can't really tell about adjusted for inflation because there's a site that I go to for this.
Yeah.
Sometimes to look at.
Yeah.
It's called boxofficemojo.com. And
what year did the movie come out?
1999.
Look up $85 million in 1999. And that should give you a rough estimate of what it should be, adjusted for inflation. I don't know if it shouldn't be double, but
calculate the value for how much it is today. So $1 million in 1999 to 2020 is adjusted for inflation $1,567,870.65. That's for $1 million.
Okay, so you can basically.
I'm gonna do.
So just add
85.
85 times
133,269,005.
Okay, that's a lot less than I thought it was going to be. Then that's unfortunate. I thought it made more money than that.
No,
honestly, because that movie was just huge. I had it on VHS. It was great.
Well, for Mewtwo Strikes Back, it was.
Oh, that was Mewtwo Strikes Back.
But no. But
that was the first movie, though. Yeah.
Yeah. But when Pokemon First Movie first came out, it was just called Pokemon First Movie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it was called anything until.
No, it was called something. It was still just called something.
It was called something. It wasn't just called Mewtwo Strikes Back. Yeah, there was Mewtwo Returns, but it wasn't called Mewtwo Strikes Back. It was called Pokemon the First Movie.
Yeah, that's all it was called. Yeah, I'll still remember that first opening scene where they're on the cliffside and they're having lunch and stuff, and then Dragonite comes in here's your package. And it's very weird. Yeah.
Have you ever seen the newer version on Netflix?
I refuse to watch it. I refuse to watch it.
Same
I will
movie.
never watch it.
It's the same movie, just it's
3D
weird.
animated.
It's just 3D animated.
Yeah, it does. I don't.
And there's a scene where Jesse and James are in the cloning chambers of Mewtwo's castle, and they're like, "Who's that?" And there's a "Who's that Pokemon" joke.
Yeah.
And
your cousin was telling me about that. They kept doing it.
And they just keep going with it. It's who's that Pokemon? Pikachu. It's Jigglypuff. Fuck.
Yeah. I really do refuse to watch it. Honestly, I'll probably never watch it just because that movie is such a part of my childhood that I cannot overwrite that movie.
Yeah, with
something that is shit.
Yeah,
that's why I still haven't watched the newest Ghostbusters.
Going back to the list, following Pokemon, the first movie, Mortal Kombat is on the list.
Yeah,
the movie that starred Jean-Claude Van Damme. $70.5 million.
Yeah.
And then following that, the other Angelina Jolie sequel, Lara Croft Tomb Raider: The Cradle of Life, $65.7 million. And number 10, Resident Evil Afterlife. I should have went the other way.
Yeah, I don't know why you went this way.
I don't know. Resident Evil Afterlife, $60.1 million.
Well, the Resident Evil movies have never been good, honestly. And I really, really think it's just due to the sheer fact that they've never actually done a version of a movie that is actually based on any of the games.
Yeah.
Like, at all. Because her character that she plays in those movies has nothing to do with any of the games. At all. She's not
Mila Jovovich.
Yeah, she's not playing Claire Redfield.
Who got her start on Dazed and Confused.
Yeah. She's not playing Claire Redfield. Like, she's not playing any main fucking person in the Resident Evil franchise of games, which that was supposed to be based off of, or so we thought. So, that's unfortunate for them, but also not really surprising.
And in sad news, so Stranger Things season 4.
Yep.
Netflix is the latest media company to suspend film and TV productions in the face of escalating health crisis stemming from the thing we've been talking about this entire podcast, the coronavirus pandemic, which prompted President Donald Trump to declare national emergency on Friday.
Yeah, I mean, I personally have not really watched the show. I watched the first season and part of the second season, and then I kind of just gave up on it because it wasn't. I didn't find it to be a very good show.
I loved the first season.
Yeah.
And second season. This last season, I wasn't a big fan of because it just this past season, it turned into a kids show.
Which it would never should have been. It should have been actually a serious show. Supposed to deal with a lot of things in that show, and it's supposed to be really kind of screwed up, honestly. Would have been better if they would have kept it that way, but instead they tried to go a more family-friendly and child-friendly route, which I think definitely just completely tanked and killed the show. And I also thought that they were going to, they were done after season 3. What happened to that?
No, they're always going to do 4 seasons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I always thought they were just done. I don't know why, but I really just thought they were already done. But all right, so Brad is now walking away from the table. He is going to open the door. What did you do that for? Oh, that's why my knees were getting cold.
Yeah, I felt a cold draft, so I walked upstairs to close the door. But this is not everything's getting delayed. Everything's getting delayed. Marvel is the MCU is getting delayed because the Shang-Chi, the Chinese superhero of the Marvel of the Marvel universe, is delayed. Everything's delayed, so this is not really surprising.
No, it's not. It's really just not.
There's a very busy man.
What?
Oh.
What?
Oh. My sister sent me a text, and it was like, "Hey, you got everything you need?" I'm like, "Huh?" And then she's like, "Coronavirus." I'm like, "Oh."
Oh yeah, that's a thing. Yeah,
coronavirus. You're not working, so I'm asking you if you're good. I'm like, okay, yeah, all good. So there's a very busy director right now. His name, Taika Waititi.
Yeah,
he's a very busy man.
Oh, 100% he is. Yeah.
And did you know there's gonna be his name is on a series coming out to Netflix featuring Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
No,
they're making a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory animated series.
They tried this. It wasn't animated, but it was Lemony Snicket's. And it wasn't good. Series of Unfortunate Events.
Yeah, but Taika Waititi's doing...
No, but I know, but they tried to bring something like that back from years ago. They tried to reform it into a TV show.
I honestly like the Series of Unfortunate Events.
I like the movies. The TV show I didn't like. And I like Jim Carrey. And it was very upsetting that he just... He was okay, he was good. He wasn't horrible, but the child actors they had in it, I just didn't like.
I like Neil Patrick Harris better than Jim Carrey in the Count Olaf position.
Sorry, that's what I was thinking. NPH. I was thinking NPH for some reason. The TV show on Netflix. I didn't really enjoy it that much. I watched the episodes, but I found they were very musical. Like, it's a lot of singing.
Yeah.
A lot of singing. Too much singing.
Yeah. So, but they're doing an animated. They're doing two. They're doing an animated Charlie and the Chocolate Factory series.
Okay.
And then they're gonna do a Oompa Loompa series.
Really?
Yeah.
But why?
Because Taika Waititi, and hey, this guy brought Thor Ragnarok. He brought Korg and Meek to life. So I'm kind of curious what he would do with an Oompa Loompa series.
Yeah, he did. He did, and he brought those things to life, and he did a very, very good job. Why do we need another Charlie and the Chocolate Factory shit?
Like, I think it's not gonna be like a kid show.
I hope not, because if they're gonna make it a kid show, it's not gonna do well. I just don't think it will.
The Oompa Loompa series, it's gonna be hilarious.
I mean, I hope so.
You could
but
be like,
but the Oompa Loompas are basically minions, and they don't really speak English or words.
You could.
They speak like noises mostly.
Oompa Loompa doopity doo. Like,
I guess I do speak English. Never mind. I'm wrong on that one.
Yeah, but like you could make them. You can make them like remember that episode of Futurama where it's the spin off. It's just they make fun of Charlie the Chocolate
Oh
Factory.
yeah.
They go to the Slurm Factory.
Yeah.
And it's just like they could just make it like that. Like I'm just imagining the Oompa Loompas like that, where it's just like Slurms Mackenzie, and it's like, hey, I'm Slurms Mackenzie. Like,
yeah. But then you find out that Slurm is actually just like titty juice.
Yeah. And then, or
gross.
like the episode of Family Guy when they make fun of it too.
Yeah.
With the Paul Tuckett Patriot beer having scrolls on them, and
yeah, that was
and
gross.
with the Drunkalunkas.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. Netflix has really been not hitting it out of the park as of late.
I think the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory animated series would be good.
Hopefully it's good. I hope they don't make it for kids. That's the only thing. If they make it for kids, it's not going to be good.
It is a kid's story.
100% it is. But I think right now Netflix is at a point that they're losing a lot of people.
Yeah.
They need to start putting something good on Netflix for me to keep watching. They put the new season of Altered Carbon. That was great. I watched it today. And
Have
now,
you watched Lock and Key yet at all?
No, I still haven't watched that yet. I still haven't gotten to that one yet. I still need to catch up on Mortal Instruments too. Like, there's a few things I need to catch up on,
Umbrella
but like,
Academy season 2 is coming out sometime.
Who knows when? It's the shooting's probably delayed for that too at this point.
Actually, no, I think they're already done. I think they're already done.
Yeah. But Netflix definitely needs something soon.
Yeah.
At least I think they do.
Yeah.
I could be in the minority saying that, but I think they need something to really bring people in, because the way they've been going about, especially releasing a lot of the new movies and everything, and now they have Adam Sandler doing more movies, which is cool and great, but his movie was okay.
I watched Uncut Gems recently too.
Yeah, it was okay. I didn't.
Yeah, I actually kind of. Yeah, it was okay.
I got 20 minutes into it, and I turned it off.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I just couldn't watch it.
Yeah.
That's also like the 3-hour movie that's on there. The one with like Robert De Niro and like
I really liked that movie.
I just haven't watched it because like it's fucking 3.5 hours, whatever the hell it is.
You know what?
And like
it's a type of movie like either you need to have a really do nothing day.
Yeah.
Or you just split it up.
And that's the thing. That's what I would like to do with it, but like I just still haven't gotten around to it because I'm just watching other things.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, a lot of the other things that I am watching are just reruns of other things and stuff that I just feel like watching at the time.
Yeah.
Stuff that I probably should watch, like The Irishman.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Anyway, I think that's it for our news segment of
this
show.
I think that's about it.
Now coming into a segment that we didn't do last week, because last week was pretty much a free for all. We did
last week.
No, we didn't.
We did, yeah, because Jack and him were here, and Bill are here.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Well, this week in movie history, T.J. Hooker, the primetime ABC series featuring William Shatner, premiered in 1982.
Look at that.
Today.
Yeah.
Any video game stuff?
The worst Need for Speed ever got released, which was on PSP, which is Need for Speed Underground Rivals.
Oh.
Like, It's an okay game on the actual Xbox and PlayStation, but it was not good on PSP. It was really bad. Other than that, there really
I
wasn't
forgot
much.
about the PSP.
Most people have, and you know what the funny thing is?
What?
They just stopped supporting it. Like this year, or no, sorry, like late last year, they stopped supporting it. Like,
Oh, wait. What's today's date? March
13th, yeah, Friday 13th.
Oh, okay. Well, this is technically tomorrow. 28 years ago tomorrow, Fire Emblem got released.
Yeah, fuck that game. I hate that game franchise.
14 years ago, Metal Gear Solid 3 and Yu-Gi-Oh! Ultimate Masters. And then, yeah.
You good? Yeah. Is that like?
I know you usually do the video game portion, but
But
I was just curious.
You want to look at what's coming out? What came out tomorrow? Yeah.
I was just curious of what was there.
It's not much.
Not much.
Fire Emblem is definitely one of those franchises that I could care less about. It's one of those JRPGs from over in Japan that randomly came over here and was like, "Hey, let's do this." Kind of like Final Fantasy.
Oh. This is something we don't do, but I just kind of clicked on this website we use for. Well, I use for the movie history portion is called On This Day.
Yeah.
And like they have certain tabs, and I just clicked on music.
Mm-hmm.
The Beatles' 8 Days a Week song came out today.
Oh no shit.
In 1965, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Look
And
at
also
that.
Lady Madonna in 1968. Beatles song Lady Madonna in 1968.
Oh, would you look at that?
And Jeff Beck replaces Eric Clapton in the Yardbirds.
Oh.
Cool. Anyway,
Anyways.
it's now 8:30 at night, and that concludes this edition of A Brew for Two.
Yes, man.
I am Brad.
I'm Derek.
And you can follow us on Twitter at A Brew for Two podcast. And you can follow me on Twitter at agingerfin92.
And you follow me at King D-Rec on everything.
I remember I used to be Beefin92.
You were for a bit. I'm glad you changed it because I don't know why you ever had it Beefin.
Because I don't know. It was my first handle, but
yeah,
mine's King. Somebody made a joke about it. I'm like, okay, I gotta change that.
Yeah, mine's King D-Rec across literally everything.
Yeah.
But
anyway, take care, everybody.
See you guys.